narrow.
Come back and see us sometime soon. Excuse me, gentlemen. Bo, these better be ugly rumors. Is it true you were seen talking to that wretched Penelope Braithwaite?
I can't thank you enough.
Where have you been?
Around.
And where are you staying?
I'm renting a caravan on the edge of town behind the church. It's horrible, but no one comes looking. The whole town is trapped in this interminable feud between the two families. His lot, Gray's, and the Braithwaites.
Interesting.
Two old plantation houses, and falling out of rebel gold, and marrying cousins, or not marrying.
Arthur, Jose, you start poking around. See what you can find out about that.
I have missed you, boys. I've heard about bounty.
There's been a price on my head for 13 years. It'll take 'em months to find us down here, and it seems like we can have a little sport.
Well, they're good bounties.
Where you hear this?
Some fellas I met at a camp near the state line said there was talk of it in bars in the north and west for 500 miles. There was talk of super agents of some sort.
Super agents. I'd love to meet one. It's just talk.
I'm sure it is, but I couldn't not tell you.
Stay out of trouble.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Okay, so these two plantation families. Arthur, you start sniffing around the Gray's place, see what the story is there.
Yeah, I passed by it earlier with our friend, Archibald.
Good. Hosea, you see what you can find out about these Braithwaites.
All right. Thank you, Arthur.
Quite a fishing trip.
Yeah.
There's still time. I'm up for it.
How about you, Arthur? Or have you had enough of the chase for one day?
Yeah, we can go fishing.
Sure, why not?
Great. Hosea, why don't you lead us to that spot you were talking about? I kind of like this place.
Okay. Let's see if we can avoid any more excitement.
Yeah, let's. All the horses just come trotting along.
Follow me.
Gotta go, boy.
So how far is this creek?
It's a bit of a ride still, and it's not a creek. It's the same lake we camped on, just a different pipe. It'll be worth it. I saw some big drum and sturgeon there. Should be rock bass, bluegills, perch, pickerel too. It's a good spot.
We'll see if you're as good at
Liking the sound of this already.
Catching criminals, Arthur.
Trelawney owes me for that.
Trelawney owes everyone for something, but his information is good.
Plus, we are now ingratiated with the local law.
Right.
I'd say it was a worthwhile diversion all around.
Trelawney's like a bad penny.
I'm not sure how good a magician he is, but he's certainly good at disappearing when he feels like it.
Where does he go?
Everywhere and nowhere, it seems. We wouldn't have got Sean back if he hadn't been weaseling around down that way, though.
Hey, Dutch, remember that time you found him in the outhouse?
Oh, yeah. We hadn't seen him in weeks. We stopped in some dead-end town in the middle of nowhere. Don't even remember the name.
You and Bill were off doing something, Arthur.
So, we pick up some supplies. I go to relieve myself. Open the door, and there's Trelawney, sitting there. Newspaper in hand. Mr. Vanderlyn. I say, what the hell are you doing here? And he said, I could ask you the same thing. Now, if you wouldn't mind giving me a little privacy, I ate a rotten oyster.
Hey, maybe there are actually 100 Trelawneys.
What a terrible thought.
So, you're going back to see that Sheriff Gray?
Yeah, I don't see why not. They don't know who we are down here.
He didn't seem the sharpest attacks. Neither did that deputy.
If he thinks we can be useful to him, he can certainly be useful to us.
Hell yeah.
A little hiding in plain sight.
I feel like we're always hiding in plain sight.
This is the spot. Down to the left there.
Kind of cool how the game flows you in and out of formations when you're riding. I really like that.
Whoa. I saw some boats around last time. Be good to get to deeper water.
We're gonna have to steal somebody's boat.
Hey, those the boats you mean?
Yes. Good.
Who the hell just leaves boats sitting out? What? We're gonna go to our nobody outfit.
I'm sure nobody would mind if we borrowed one of these. Come on.
Or actually, maybe I should keep the... just in case fucking somebody gets pissed off about stealing their boat. Godfather 2, right?
All right. This looks like a fine vessel.
Okay. Come on, Arthur. Let's get her in the water.
Oh. I got a good feeling about fishing here. It's supposed to be some incredible sturgeon. Oh.
Okay, here we go. Let me row. You boys are too old for real labor no more.
You're too dumb for anything else.
You're still too quick for me, old man.
I enjoy picking on children. Now take us to the deeper water and pray for good luck.
I got the full Sam Elliott stash going now, man.
What about stupid luck and good fish?
That'll do too. Keep going.
Yeah, the game itself is very polished. The port, not so much. There's still quite a bit of work they need to do.
You won't catch much without a rod.
Should really come here at dawn or dusk. That's when you catch the best fish. We should use...
Alright. That's all medium and large size fish. Oh, nice.
a lake lure. That'll give us a much better chance of hooking something big like a sturgeon.
What's wrong with a good old worm?
Oh, worms are good for tiddlers like bluegill and rock bass, but you'd have to be real lucky to catch a sturgeon with one.
Lures it is, then. You heard the expert, Arthur. Let's bait up.
Keep the lure moving slowly on the water so it looks like a little fish just asking to be eaten.
Oh, okay. I got it.
That feels like a bite. Got one. Damn it, I lost him.
Arthur, you have to catch one at least. There he is.
All right. So now, this is a little bit different than the other fishing.
You got a bite. Fish on the line, Arthur. Something's nibbling. There we go. Ah, I should have had that one.
Hey, look at this beauty.
There you go.
Bro.
Well done, Arthur.
They can grow a lot bigger than that. Fella told me he once saw a monster lake sturgeon near the mouth of the river, just southwest of Saint Denis. 50-pounder, he reckoned.
I would like to see that. Got him?
I got a bite. Ha! Got ya!
Throw the line where you see him jump. Yeah. Not really seeing him
Are you bored
fucking jump right
already,
here.
Arthur? Hey, Hosea. You remember that time we sent Arthur out fishing? He came back with 3 beautiful bass.
Not this again.
Oh, if
don't
I
think I do.
will it go out farther
Oh,
if I
yeah.
hold it down?
You do. He was maybe 20, 21.
Oh,
Brought
it
in all
does.
full of himself. We had
Nice.
a big feast. Toasted him all night.
This was 15 years ago.
Oh, I remember now.
Then, the next week, Arthur and I are at the market, and Fishmonger calls out, "So how did you enjoy those bass?"
Look, you can fish, or you can go drinking all day, rob someone, and buy some fish.
You hooked him. I used to go fishing with this feller back in the day. Wesley, his name was. Real miserable bastard, but he loved to fish. We go out all the time. But one day, we were river fishing when we see a funeral procession going over the bridge, and out of the blue, Wesley stands up, takes off his hat, bows his head. Then he sits down, picks his rod back up, and carries on. Doesn't say a word. So I'm a little surprised and say, "Wesley, that was nice of you." And he replies, "Well, felt I had to. After all, I was married to her for 30 years.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, dear God. I might swim to shore.
Well done. Worth keeping, that one. Remember those big salmon I caught in Montana last year? We had a banquet planned that night until Copper went.
That's
and
cool. So
stopped
the
the
lake
lot.
lure, you don't have
never
to
had
replace it.
control of that
You can just
dog.
keep reusing it.
He had some spirit, though. Never lost the puppy in him. Right to the end.
You know, I remember us saying how Blackwater was the furthest east we'd ever been. As a group, I mean.
Feels like the more we try to head west, the further east we end up.
We had all those safe spots picked out to lie low in New Austin after the ferry job.
I liked it there. Still open and wild, the way it should be. Somehow the desert makes you feel closer to the sky.
No point us trying to get back that way anytime soon. Pinkertons had patrols out all over tall trees and Great Plains. We saw when we went back for Sean.
Well, look at us now, huh? It could be worse. Plans change. That's just how life goes.
This is awesome. I fucking love this.
Did I ever tell you my mother's buried in Blackwater?
Really? She is?
Apparently so. I only found out from an uncle of mine years later. Last I knew, she was still outside Philadelphia. I left home at 15 and didn't see her again. She and I didn't always see eye to eye.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm
I wasn't
holding down
always
Romeo,
a
but
very
it doesn't seem to
decent
make it
child.
reel any
I
faster.
can only imagine.
Still, I loved her.
God damn, 5-pound smallmouth? That's a
My own
big
way.
fucking smallmouth bass.
She, me, and hers. Somehow, even from the grave, she managed to have the last laugh.
It looks like you got a bite, Arthur.
Nice, you hooked him.
Yeah, see, because it says hold down space and then press R to increase
There you
reeling
go.
speed, but it doesn't
Nice one.
really work. Or maybe I should use the controller. Maybe it's a little bit different for that.
That'll grill up nice.
Oh, nice. So you actually rotate. That's cool.
Got a nibble there, Arthur.
Just gotta reel him in now, Arthur.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same speed. I like the rotating the right stick, though, to reel it in. That's kind of cool.
You're getting the hang of this.
Yeah, 4-pounder.
Keeping that one, eh?
Are we just supposed to, like, do I just end this whenever I want, or what?
You got something biting, Arthur.
Now reel him in, Arthur.
Crossing lines here, man. Yeah, this is the end game. I'd be okay with that.
Not bad, Arthur. Make sure you don't forget about that and let it rot in the bag.
Oh yeah, I do gotta worry about this shit rotting. Wonder how long it takes for animals to rot and shit. Like, if you want to sit out here for, you know, a few hours fishing. I think I reeled it in too quick. Don't think fish rot. Well, he just said don't forget about it and let it rot in the bag. Maybe it just takes a long
Arthur's got
time.
a bite. That's on the hook, Arthur.
Real faster, damn, man. Real faster than that. Why am I the only one catching fish? What's wrong with y'all?
Nicely done, Arthur.
Oh, nope. Wonder if there's a certain amount I gotta catch to end this, or just, like, put the pole away when I want to end it.
You got a bite there, Arthur.
Think you unequip it to end it? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. We'll unequip it after this one and see what happens.
Good job, Arthur.
Smallmouth.
Oh, Arthur's pleased with that one.
Hey, I reckon we
All
call
right,
it a
yep,
day,
that's it.
fellas.
Already?
You ain't been chasing down outlaws.
Already,
All right.
I caught all the
Think we
fucking
got a
fish.
decent haul here. Pearson will be happy. Should we head back?
We could keep the boat not too far back to camp from here.
Good idea. Could be useful.
What about the horses?
Well, they'll find their way back.
Just follow the shore south, Arthur.
That was fun. Thank you, boys.
Oh shit, that's a snake.
Now, Hosea,
Yes.
how about a song?
Okay.
Fucker.
All right, I got one for you. I asked that gal to give me some.
I asked that gal to give me some. She says, wait till the taters is done. I couldn't wait till the taters was done. I couldn't wait till the taters was done. Threw her on the floor and knocked off some. I wish to God I'd passed her by. I wish to God I'd passed her by. Taters got burned and so did I.
I fucking love this.
That was pretty good.
It's every bit as good as the sea shanties from Assassin's Creed.
What?
Look at us. 3 now.
Yeah, the horses are following along the coast. Well, they were.
We three poor mariners newly come from the seas. We spend our lives in jeopardy while others live at ease. Shall we go dance this round, around, around? Shall we go dance this round, around, around? And he that is a bully boy, come pledge me on this ground, ground. We care not for the martial men that do our states disdain, but we care for the merchantmen who do our states maintain. To them we dance this round, around, around. To them we dance this round, around, around. And he that is a bully boy, come pledge me on this ground, 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 ground.
Oh, bravo! Bravo! Well, you know, we should not let the folks back at camp think that we have too much fun.
Indeed not.
Yes, Sarge, that's one way to learn how to swim. Sweet, so now I can take this boat out and go fishing whenever I want.
All right. I think we are gonna be okay. I know. I always know. Whenever I got you two by my side, things are gonna be just fine. This place will be good for us. For now, anyway.
I hope so.
Well, I am going to take in the...
All right, let's go turn this
I'll give
fish
these fish
into
to
Mr. Pearson. Well, does he have all the fish, or do I have all the fish?
Arthur, how
What?
you been? I've been real worried.
What do you want?
Don't be like that. Just a few bucks, and I'm short.
Get lost.
Well, I'll go try someone with a heart.
You do that.
Well, last time I seen you, you were getting tossed out of a bar, so...
I had quite a time of it, gentlemen. Mr. Pearson! Mr. Pearson, look what I've got. Fish!
Yeah, I got fish too.
Matthews! Mr. Matthews. You should have been a sailor.
No, thank you. I like to eat fish, not swim with them.
You know, one time, just off the horn, a giant whale stalked us for months.
The same thing happened to me just south of Milwaukee, only I don't like to talk about it. I have nasty memories, though.
You're not a kind man. I'm not fooled.
Jesus. Can I not donate shit right now?
The bastards have spotted me at the bar and taken the bullets out of me gun. So I stood there laughing and crying, and rather than kill me, they took me and got me some food.
Okay, well, I guess fuck me then. Go eat some fucking stew.
Mr. Morgan! Mr. Morgan!
What?
I've noticed you've stopped paying into the box.
I just put money in the other day.
Scrimshaw.
Well, we all need to eat, Mr. Morgan.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you.
Hey, fatso, you starving us here?
Can I not get stew?
It's coming!
Oh, is it not done yet? Still can't donate. What the hell? Oh, I can take this food. Forgot about the food provisions. What's the chore? Fill the bucket in the river. Alright. It's kind of cool too. You can do chores.
Do you hear me? Shower's up!
Do I have to go over here to fill it? Top up water in the wash bin.
Arthur Morgan.
There, I did my chores. Wash the dishes.
You joining us?
No. There we go. Alright, I do still have the shit.
That should keep us fully stocked. Can't wait to taste this.
Good job, Mr. Morgan.
Alright, I guess I'll go give up some fucking money. Oh, there's another chore over here to do. Now this is exhilarating gameplay. You guys watching me do chores around the camp. Y'all motherfuckers ain't never been so excited.